Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel, Shelly's Millions. Now, you might notice that the setup is a bit different in here, and that is because I'm getting ready to move my mom in. My mom is a senior citizen living on Social Security and her VA pension alone, and we are making space for her, and that means one of us, we're not 100% sure yet, but one of us is moving into this room. I need to figure out the lighting, so we'll get that all sorted out before next week's live. But yeah, let's give you a little room tour first while I give everybody a chance to get in here. And happy Sunday. We do go live every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Almost. Okay, so here's the new tour. Oops, there's two doors in that corner. The one closest to the light is the entrance door, and then that's the closet. There's a little shelf. That's normally where the plant is at. There's a built-in shelf. It's ooh, this laptop is running hot. Hi, Levon. We're doing a room tour. Now, that's going to be the new bed, which is where the plant is. Then we've got the desk in front of the window, which is supposed to give good light. It doesn't necessarily. And then it's a storage bed so that we can store lots of things. Oops. Okay. Good morning, Levon. Good morning, Michael. We're still not 100% sure, my mom and I, who's going to be in, well, I guess me. My mom is willing to go in whichever room I don't want, basically. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Levon. Good morning, all the regulars. As always, let me know if you have any questions, any finance topics, or just personal topics that you would like answered that are appropriate in the chat. Yeah, it's monkeys in a barrel, like the little game from when you were a kid. Okay, thank you. So, I'm trying to figure out the new layout for the desk because I do want to keep going live even when my mom moves in. I don't know if I'll go live more, but I'm hoping to make more actual videos. I got rid of the futon. For those of you like Michael and Levon who've been with the channel for a really long time, and my mom, you guys know there used to be a white futon kind of in between that shelf and that closet door. And that's where I would sit and I would film the videos on California unemployment benefits. So that is gone now so that I could put in a real bed. And yeah, I think I might just, it's not a huge room. It's a little twin bed. But I think it's going to work for the space. Oh, look, the sun's coming out. When the sun comes out, the light's way better. Anyway, I have to figure out how to get these big lights. This thing's pretty big. And there's a couple of them in here. I need to figure out how to get these lights either behind the desk so that it lights me properly to do these YouTube videos, or I have to figure out, they make these small clip-on lights for desks. Maybe that's what I need. All right, we got to do a movie report for Debbie. So let's do that really quick. I haven't looked to see what the #1 movie is this week. And then my best friend who rents my garage to do work from home, they're buying a new cell phone, probably today. And we're having a conversation. A lot of times what I talk with you guys about is what's going on in my life. And since I care about saving money and stretching my dollar as far as I possibly can, I'm going to share those tips with you guys. So first, we're going to look at the movies really quick because my regular job is I manage a movie theater. Okay. There's no tab yet. Okay, got to open a second tab. I feel like it's going to still be Beetlejuice. Top box office movies this weekend. Okay, let me share this with you guys. And I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. All right. My mom is moving in November 1st, so that is right around the corner. Okay, we can use Box Office Mojo, I think is fine. That's today. Yep, Beetlejuice is the number one movie with 51.6 million, followed by Speak No Evil with 11.5 million, followed by Deadpool and Wolverine, 5.2 million. Movie I have not heard of this movie. Am I Racist with 4.8 million. The Killer's Game at 2.6 million. Let's just see what else we got here. Alien Romulus is the number 6 movie. It Ends With Us, number 7. The Forge, number 8. Number 9, God's Not Dead, In God We Trust. And number 10 is Twisters. All right. So yeah, Beetlejuice is the number one movie this weekend. I have not seen it yet. I definitely will see it in theaters. So yeah, okay. Let's see here. Here's something else that was on my radar and I sent it to myself so I could share it with you guys. I am one of these people. I still bend over to pick up a penny. If I see a penny, find a penny, pick it up. All the day you'll have good luck, right? So I still bend over. I will pick up pennies. I have other coworkers. They're like, I don't bend over unless it's $1. I don't bend over unless I see silver. I will get up and I will pick up a penny. I also, there's these channels and they'll go through like which coins are valuable and which coins are not valuable and things like that. And I always tell myself I'm going to do that. Maybe my mom and I will do that. Maybe you guys want to watch my mom and I sort through coins. I don't even know if my mom's eyes are good enough to sort through coins anymore. So maybe she'll have to read my questions from the chat while I sort through coins. I don't know. All I know is that I still like save my coins for a rainy day, right? All the sayings. Find a penny, pick it up. All the day you'll have good luck. Save your pennies for a rainy day. Those pennies add up. Guys, I'm fortunate that my job pays well, that knock on everything's glass in here. I think the wall might be made of wood. There's wood beams back there. I'm fortunate that my job is paying well right now, but I've definitely had times where I was trying to stretch a dollar, where I've had roommates or boyfriends or somebody, and as a household, we weren't doing as well financially. And one of the things that we would do is we would take our coins to one of those coin counters, right? Like I think they're called Coin Star and they're in the grocery store, right? But those take like 10%. So for like every dollar, it's taking 10 cents. So instead of giving you $1, it's giving you 90 cents, right? So I always hate that. But it's like it's saved me in the past. But here is this is LYDS on Instagram. Okay, it says life hack. Don't pay change rolling fees at banks or fees at coin counting machines. Dump your change into the self checkout to pay for groceries. So I thought that was a good idea. Let's watch this little this is an Instagram video. And it says it's by LYDS, Lids on Instagram. Let's see if that's their handle. So I guess you can't really see what's happening, but it's LYDS TAGRAM 77. Me and this person should be friends because it sounds like they're born in 77 as well. But yeah, so they're just reminding us that you can pay for your groceries with the coin counter. So I love that. It doesn't take any fees. So if you have a big old jar of change, they're saying just put it down there at the self-checkout at the grocery store. Life hack. Don't pay change rolling fees at banks or fees at coin counting machines. Dump your change into self-checkout to pay for groceries. I love that. I think that's so clever. Well, then the comments, though, the very first one says, my son did this and he was scolded by an old lady at Walmart. She even took her phone out to record him. Little man was 6 and paying for his own toy with change he saves. He will never forget that day. Yeah, and then somebody else says, I always do this when my wallet feels a little heavy. I throw all my change. It's like a $5 coupon every time. So I love that. Then you're not paying the fees. And yeah, like my change in jars has saved me several times. Or I like to play a game. I like to play No Money Mondays, right? Where I just don't spend any money. Now, sometimes, like if I need gas or something like that, do I try and get it Sunday night or wait till Tuesday morning? Absolutely. But I like No Money Mondays. And but change that would count. But then sometimes I also like to play a game like how far can I stretch my money without like going to the bank and getting cash or without using a credit card, that kind of thing. Um so yeah. So putting my change in a change counter or paying for things that way has definitely saved me, and I would never want like using that is like losing 10% of your money, and I would never want to do that. Okay, let's give you guys another life update, in case you guys haven't been in here. And Joel, I'm so curious how you're doing, and if you still feel like you lost money by putting it into a high yield savings account. So last month, towards the beginning of the month, August, yeah, we were talking about like if you have money, guys, and this isn't financial advice, right? I'm not a financial advisor, so this is purely opinion, although Joel did it too. Joel's a viewer. And I do want to inspire you guys, but I do also worry about I worry about lots of things. I worry about giving you guys bad advice or bad tips, but they're just things that I'm doing. Okay, so yeah, there's no sensitive details on here, so I can share this. Okay. See this? I got an interest payment, my first one, for $37. I put my money, I have $10,250 that I put into an American Express high yield savings account, right? And this is money that my mom, it's actually kind of a combined bank account. It's some money for my mom and I to like buy furniture and things like that. So mom, some of that money will be going away, but we're still okay on money. I did just buy it. I bought the bed and the bed frame, and we needed storage solutions. So there's storage underneath this bed. So there's storage there, and then there's like a bookcase at the front. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's the plant's there, and then this is a second monitor that's blocking our view. But it's like a bookshelf at the front, and I want to try and show you guys. There we go. So that's the corner that this desk used to be in. But we're gonna, when you're moving somebody into a small space, you have to get creative about the way you use the space. So we have storage. Well, I have a storage bed. I don't know for sure if I'm staying in this room, but whoever gets this room has a storage bed. In my old room, there's a full-size bed, and we might downsize that to a twin bed as well. But we're kind of thinking about splitting it up so we're not buying a ton of furniture all at once. Anyway, but I got my first interest payment on my high yield savings account on $10,250, and I didn't put it in all at once. I'll tell you how I put it in. I put in $9,200 on August 12th. I put in another $800 on August 15th, and then on August 19th, I put in another $250, which gave me like a base of $10,250, and on that, I got a $37 payment just for saving my money in a high yield savings account. Now, previously, I had my money in a Wells Fargo savings account, and even on like $10,000, it would be like maybe 4 pennies. And while 4 pennies is better than nothing, it's not as good as $37. You know what I mean? So please check out high yield savings accounts. I put mine in American Express savings. I think Joel said he did Ally Bank. And he's getting 5% interest. I'm getting 4.25% interest. All of those are good numbers. And yeah, I got an extra $37 basically for free for doing nothing. And I recently shared, just because I want you guys to learn from my mistakes as well, I everybody's like, invest in the stock market, invest in the stock market. Well, I invested in the stock market and I'm not getting $37 back every single month from the stock market. So my returns actually might have been better these last few years if I would have just put my money in a high yield savings account instead of in the stock market. Anyway, okay, so my friend needs a new cell phone. I'm going to totally switch topics. Hi, Bonnie. Uh, Bonnie, you just missed the room tour, but happy Sunday. So this is like the new temporary configuration on this room while I get ready to move my mom in. And that is coming up so soon, you guys. And this closet, and mom, it's fine. I have too much stuff. I have too much. Should I open the closet? You guys want to see inside the closet? Let me know if you guys want me to open the closet, but it's going to be a hot mess in there. It's got some suitcases. It's probably got there's like a dress that I wear every Christmas, and Christmas is coming, but there's a dress that I wear every Christmas for work in that closet. Suitcases. So the suitcases need to be moved to a shed outside, which I have, but before I move the suitcases to the shed outside, I need to clear some space out in that shed outside. I have some size 12 pants in there that my friend is always like, yo, homie, why don't you throw out your size 12 pants from 2019? Well, I labeled them 2019 and what size they were, so it would be easier for me to part with them here in 2024. So I just need to take those. I need to take some things from the storage shed to Goodwill to donate. I don't think any of it's sellable on eBay. If I have anything that is sellable on eBay, I need to sell. Okay, Sean, we'll talk about that again in a second because I do think that that's important. Hi, Kobe Cakes. So I'm downsizing, but this closet is about half the size of my other closet, but I need to get rid of I need to be honest about what fits and what doesn't right now. I have to start going back to the gym, both for my mental health and for my physical health. I would still like to lose 20 pounds this year. Can I do that healthily? We have all of October, November, December. So that's at least 12 weeks. So I could lose at least, if I lost 2 pounds a week, that would be 24 pounds, right? And plus we still have a little bit of September. So I could still lose 20 pounds this year healthily. And I think I would like to try and do that. But a lot of my clothes are not going to fit unless I lose 100 pounds. And I think by the time it would take me to lose 100 pounds, I think I would probably want new items. A lot of what I have is fast fashion. Like even this, it's got a little, it was a $20 dress on Amazon, but it's got this mesh part and there's a little hole. Anyway, I need to make space in the shed so that then I can put things from this closet in the shed, like suitcases. Suitcases go in a shed. You only use your suitcases when you're going on a trip. I do not travel that much. So I could easily put those in the shed, but I need to make more space in the shed. And I definitely have some 2019 size 12 pants that don't fit and that aren't going to be a good seller on eBay that I can just go ahead and donate. Okay. So Sean says, what do I know about a high yield savings account? So here's what I know, right? I know that if you have money sitting in a checking account, that is not the best place for it usually. So Wells Fargo, I can pull it up probably. Let's see. With my Wells Fargo savings account, even if I have $10,000 in there for a whole month, the most I've ever received in interest is I got 3 cents and I got 5 cents. I got 3 cents and 5 cents, which is nothing, right? So that's not for me, right? I don't want to call anybody else names, but for me, it's not a smart place to keep my savings. So there's different high yield savings account, and I like Nerd Wallet. I think this is really important. So it is worth spending some time on. Nerd Wallet high yield savings. And there's lots of articles right now that are saying that this is like the best time ever to start like a high yield savings account and all of that kind of stuff. I like Nerd Wallet. It is like a free blog, I guess. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. You guys like the video. Okay, so these are annual percentage rates. Standout online savings account. These are their partners. That's fine. Cit Bank. They have a 4.85, but you need to have a minimum balance of $5,000 to get that. So for me, like you guys heard me say that I have over 10,000, but my mom and I are going to be using that to buy furniture. So pretty quickly that will dwindle. SoFi is paying 4.5%. UFB portfolio savings. Ooh, 5.15. I haven't heard of this though, but 5.15 with a zero minimum balance, that seems pretty good. Okay. Then Capital One is giving 4.25%. This is their 360 performance savings. American Express, which is who I decided to go with, is 4.25%. Barclays, 4.5%. My Banking Direct, 5.25%. You don't say. That's the best one with $1 minimum. So you have to keep $1 in there in order to qualify for that. Then you might also like these. Oh, interesting. Public, earn up to 10,000. So I like to get all the free stocks and stuff that I possibly can. So I have a Robinhood account and I already got my free stock. If you guys don't have a Robinhood account and you want a referral, I will drop my link in the comments after the video. Public, I also have a public account because I wanted that free stock. This also says you can earn up to 10,000 when you transfer your investment portfolio to them. I'm going to imagine that I'm not eligible because that's normally for new accounts. Wealthfront cash account, they're doing 5% annual percentage rate. Oh, and then they also will give you a $30 bonus, but there's requirements to qualify. So yeah, and then let's look at Ally Bank. Just because that's who, so Joel, who's often in the channel, he is a mechanic. He put his money in a high yield savings account. He had about 10,000 in a checking account. So I would never, with my own personal money, right? And I'm not your financial advisor or anything, but I would never put my money just in a checking account and have it stay there because it's not, you might as well get something, right? While you're saving. Kobe Cakes says, have I considered a credit union? Usually they have better loans and savings rates. So Kobe, I am so glad that you asked that because one of the big places that I like is First Entertainment Credit Union. What's the credit? Oh my goodness. Come on, type credit union, high yield savings account. All right, let's see what their rates are. 5.31. Who is that? Forbes, side-by-side comparison. All right, First Entertainment. Does First Entertainment have a high? Savings is more important ever. First Entertainment has your back. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Special offer. Let's see what it is. Okay. Open a 4.5% APY high yield savings account. For the first time, First Entertainment Credit Union is offering an exclusive promotional account. You're invited to join. Saving money is more important than ever. Open an account today and enjoy 4.5% APY, higher than most banks. See, but this has this little footnote there, so we got to read that. No minimum or maximum deposit. The more you deposit, the faster your savings will grow. Instant access to your money when you need it. Easy white glove account opening process. Okay. This limited time invite only offer won't last long. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. The APY for a high yield savings account is 4.5. Rate is valid as of June 21st, 2024. New and existing funds qualify for this offer. New funds are defined as funds that have not been on deposit in any First Entertainment Credit Union. Dividends accrue daily and are paid monthly. Rate and offer are subject to change at any time without notice. So this is right along the lines of the Nerd Wallet ones. But Kobe Cakes, we do on this channel, I love a credit union, especially you are right for loans like an auto loan. You're almost always going to find a better rate with a credit union. Okay. And then I wanted to just check Ally Bank. Ally Bank, high yield savings. That's Wealthfront, 4.85. So there's definitely higher than the one I'm with, but like I'm comfortable with American Express. I have credit cards with them, so I can log on. Oh, this is interesting. On all balance tiers, 4.2% is what Ally Bank is offering. So is that down a little bit? Rates. Okay, no monthly fees, no minimum opening deposit. They have buckets that you can save. Yes, surprise savings. What's that? Annual percentage rate 4.2. Oh, Wells Fargo, you're terrible. APY. So it looks like there's different tiers. Ally Bank account balance shares less than 5,000, between 5,000 and 24,999.99, and 25,000 or more. The APY we pay is based on the tier in which your end of day balance held. APYs are variable and subject to change. Blah, blah, blah. But this doesn't say, I mean, I guess it said 4.2%. But I could swear that Joel told me he was going to get 5% with Ally Bank. Anyway, 4.2 is not bad in comparison to like your traditional banks. Your Bank of America, 0.01, Chase, 0.01, Wells Fargo, 0.01. Like it's just, those aren't good. So if you have it in like a traditional bank's savings account, Bank of America, Chase, and Wells Fargo, I would say that those are the three biggest banks around here. And so if that's where your savings account is, it's just not, it's not the best place for your money, for my money, because why would I get just those 3 or 5 pennies when I can get $37? You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm excited about that. I'm excited that I got $37 with my American Express savings. Okay. I want to talk about cell phones. My mom needs a new cell phone. My best friend's buying a new cell phone. And I can't remember when I bought this. Where was it? Where would it say which model this is? Oh, maybe on settings. I can't remember if this is a 2013 cell phone or if this is the 2014. So let's try and because if it's a 2013, there's nothing wrong with my phone. But wants me to update my payment details. Yeah, this is an iPhone 13 Pro, which that's fine. But the 13 is now like a 3-year-old phone. So do I want a new one? I do want a new one, but I don't need a new one. But both my mom and my roommate, they're like, no, I don't want to pay for a phone outright. Is it better to buy a cell phone outright? Buy or lease a cell phone? Okay, this seems good. All right, because I think, like, I usually don't like leasing, but my friend is like, well, it's only going to be like $20 more a month to lease it. Okay. Pros and cons of smartphone leasing. This is an Investopedia article. Okay. High prices make buying a smartphone difficult for some. That's true. But one of my favorite YouTubers says if you can't afford 5 of them, you can't afford any of them. Um, Phone leasing. High prices make buying a smart of 2024. Smartphones are designed to make our lives easier. Whether you want to log into online banking, get directions when taking a road trip, or check the weather, you can do it all with a smartphone. That convenience can come at a price. The average cost of a smartphone in the consumer market in 2023 was about $823, and that average is expected to rise over the years. Leasing a smartphone may seem like a more attractive option than buying one if you would like to have the latest model without the high price tag. But see, isn't this how they get you with like leasing a car? Anyway, okay. Premium smartphone models can easily sell for $1,000 or more. Leasing a smartphone offers the benefit of being able to upgrade to the latest models regularly without incurring contract fees. Keeping a smartphone at the end of a lease may require paying a buyout fee to purchase it. Leasing could save money over buying new phones, but it doesn't convey ownership, similar to leasing a car or an apartment. What is smartphone leasing? Leasing a smartphone is similar to leasing a car. You sign a lease with a smartphone leasing company, which gives you the right to use a smartphone for a set period. In return, you make lease payments. Leasing isn't the same as buying a phone on an installment plan. Interesting. Which many cell phone networks also offer to make smartphones more affordable. Spectrum, for example, allows you to pay in 24-month installments, after which you own the phone outright. Depending on the interest rate, that I think owning it is always going to be better, but let's just keep reading what this article says. When you lease, you generally need to make one initial payment upfront, followed by weekly, biweekly, or monthly payments. The length of the lease term can vary from one provider to the next. For instance, T-Mobile offers 18-month smartphone leasing. At the end, you have the option to return the phone and lease a different one, sign a new lease for the same smartphone, or purchase the smartphone that you've been leasing. So now, no shame to my own friends, but I'm pretty sure that my own friend just re-signed their lease because when they first moved back to California, they didn't have a car, and I took them to go get the smartphone that they have, I think, and they've lived here for like 8 years in California now. So I think this is the same phone. Maybe they got it 2 years after they moved here. Either way, they've had their current phone somewhere between like 6 and 8 years. So for them, it's definitely time for them to upgrade. And same with my mom. Both of my mom and my friends are having trouble with their battery dying and the phone draining way too fast, that kind of thing. So that's definitely a sign that they need to buy a new phone. Okay, Ready for the World says, financing a car means you can't afford it. Financing a cell phone means you are in trouble. This used to be a joke and now it's a reality, all designed to keep us poor. Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Ready for the World. Thank you for commenting. Yeah, and for me, what I prefer to do. So, first of all, my best friend, what I think they did is I think they re-signed the lease. So here's the thing is like you're thinking in your head, "Oh, it's only $20 more a month." But like honestly, I think it's more than that because there's like an activation fee and there's taxes. And I think it's just like $20 more than you're currently paying to get a brand new model. But then, like, what you're currently paying also has a leasing fee. So, like, basically, like, my friend, I don't think got any discounts for, like, renewing the lease on their current phone. So, yeah, I don't know. And even $20 a month. Okay, so I like to I should have gotten out the old whiteboard. Okay, so 20 a month times 12 equals 240 times 2 equals 480. But I'm going to go back to the 240 for 1 month or for 1 year. And let's say that they kept that phone for 6 years, which I think they did. That would be $1,440. Like, you could definitely buy a new phone for cheaper than that. So for me, I would rather buy the phone. I would rather save up for a couple months or use some money for savings, depending on the interest rate. And I would rather pay for the phone outright. I would just rather own it and have a lower cell phone bill. So that's what I did when I got this phone. I paid for it in cash, which has also allowed me. You guys know that I switched to Mint Mobile, and my mom, she'll be able to switch to Mint Mobile when she moves in here. She was worried about, she's like, the walls of the trailer are metal, there's not good reception. So, but when my mom moves in with me, she'll be able to also switch to Mint Mobile. But she also, it's interesting, her and my best friend are born on the same day. They're both June 4th. They're both Geminis. They're both very similar. Okay. Ready for the World says just do consumer cellular. Super cheap and convenient. If over 50, use AARP card and get massive deals and plans. Cut everything in half and it's a no-brainer. Mom, how come you're not a member of AARP? I'm about to be over 50. Well, I have like 3 years. Well, a little less than 3 years. But it's coming. It's definitely coming. So yeah, Ready for the World, totally agree with you, but we're going to look into consumer cellular in a second. But yeah, so I think what my friend did is they signed a new lease for the same smartphone, but it wasn't any cheaper. So they just keep charging you that amount until one day you need a new phone. So purchase the smartphone that you've been leasing. Okay, you may also be able to lease phone accessories. Oh my goodness, such as Bluetooth earpieces or car chargers. Anything you pay towards the lease covers only the physical use of the phone, which means you need to pay for cell phone service separately. Smartphone leasing may or may not require a credit check depending on the leasor. This could make it a good option for people who don't have sufficient credit to purchase a regular contract phone. But if you can get cash or just buy the phone outright, that could be an option also. And I don't know what Mint Mobile does in terms of credit checks, but like their kind of business model is you pay for the year in advance. So you pay $360 up front, but then that's all you're paying all year for cell phone service. Okay, so pros and cons of smartphone leasing explained. Leasing a smartphone could make more sense than buying in some cases. Whether it's right for you can depend on your credit, budget, and needs. Here's a quick look at how the pros and cons of smartphone leasing compare. Pros: regular upgrades are available. For me, that's not important. I would say that with my iPhone, if I don't replace it this year, I probably will replace it next year. I don't get a new phone every year. I don't get a new phone every other year. But I would say for me, about every 3 years. So when they do the 16 this year, that'll be the third year from this 13. I will absolutely unbox it with you guys so you can help me get it set up. But yeah, I just feel like it's not with mine. There's like an area down here where if I touch it, there's some cracks. This is dirty, but there's some cracks, and if I touch it just right, like it types the wrong letters and stuff. But like it functionally, it honestly works pretty fine. But like I don't need a regular upgrade. I think that that's bad. I think that that's like keeping up with Joneses. Oh, I want the newest one when the one you have is fine. Cons: the leasing company owns the phone. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, it may be less expensive than buying, but buyout fees may apply. Like if you want to keep that phone, credit may not be an obstacle. Leasing can involve additional fees. Yeah, nobody wants additional fees. We don't want additional fees on this channel. Okay, pros of smartphone leasing. Regular upgrades are available. Smartphone technology is constantly evolving and adapting, with new models being released all the time. If you're a tech aficionado, then leasing a smartphone makes it easier to upgrade when a new model comes along. Depending on the length of the lease term, it's possible to get a new phone every year, allowing you to keep yourself forever debt. I'm sorry. What it says is allowing you to keep up with the latest technological advancements. I will say that for my mom, keeping up with the latest technological advancements is not important, probably. But for my best friend, they do. They're in the IT industry, like the service. I don't know what they do exactly. A developer. They might need like a cell phone with better features and better technology, less expensive than mine. Okay. A typical premium smartphone can run in the range of 1,000 or more, but leasing one may require you to make a small initial payment of $50 to $100, followed by low monthly payments. For instance, T-Mobile offers the following lease deals. Pay $18.75 a month for a Samsung Galaxy A12 for 18 months with zero down for a total of $148.50. Pay $26.84 per month on an 18-month lease for the Apple iPhone 12, 64 gigabyte plus $75 down. This comes to a total of $558. But see, now let's see when this article was written. Didn't I say February of this year? Yeah, February of this year. An iPhone 12 is now almost like a 4-year-old phone. If you turn in your phone after 18 months for a new phone, and if you make sure that the total lease cost on your new phone is less than the list price, then you continue to come out ahead of the game. Still, you'll likely be paying nearly what the phone cost without ever owning it. So that's, I guess, one of the key things. Like if I wanted to sell my iPhone, I could do that. Because I own it. Whereas like these phones you'll never own. Although I will say I find it weird to like sell a phone, so I don't normally do that. Okay, anyway. Credit. A credit check is standard for many cellular service providers when applying for a contract phone. Poor credit may not result in a denial of service, but you may have to offer a larger deposit to get a phone. With smartphone leasing, poor credit or no credit history at all may not be a roadblock to getting service. Warning, smartphone leasing may require a hard or soft credit check, so you should ask about this before applying for a lease. Cons of smartphone leasing. Leasing company owns the phone. When you lease a smartphone, you don't own it. Rather, the cell phone company or lease provider does. On the other hand, when you purchase a smartphone, it's yours. This means that you can decide what to do with it, including whether to keep it or sell it to someone else. You don't have that option when you lease a smartphone unless you decide to buy the phone at a later date. Buyout fees may apply. If you have the option to purchase the smartphone that you've been leasing at the end of the lease term, it's important to consider the buyout fee. This is a fee that you pay to own the phone going forward. The amount you'll pay to buy a leased phone can vary from company to company, so it's important to read the fine print beforehand. That way you can run the numbers and understand whether it's cheaper to lease and then buy, as opposed to skipping leasing and just buying the phone up front. Additional fees. When you lease a car, the dealership can charge additional fees for wear and tear or high mileage when you turn it in at the end of a lease term. The same thing may occur with leasing a smartphone. If you turn in a device that's damaged beyond what's expected for normal use, you could be charged extra fees. Tip: when choosing a smartphone lease, also calculate the cost of any minimum service plans that you're required to have for the device to work properly. Is leasing a smartphone a good idea? This depends entirely on your situation. Leasing may be a good option if you want to test certain models rather than commit to one. It's also the most inexpensive option compared to buying a phone. Keep in mind there may be additional fees and deposits that may add to your monthly lease payment. Buying a phone, on the other hand, lets you keep the phone after it's paid for, letting you do whatever you choose. That means you can sell it, give it to someone else, or trade it in for a brand new phone. Can you get a smartphone with bad credit and no deposit? Yes, you might be able to get a smartphone with bad credit and no deposit, but this depends on the mobile carrier because it is a form of financing. Consider getting a cosigner if you want to improve your chances. I would not suggest getting a cosigner for a cell phone. They might do a credit check. Okay. But bottom line, smartphones are increasingly ubiquitous and changing the world in which we live. You may consider leasing a smartphone if you don't want to commit to a single phone model for a long time. It also could be a good fit if you calculate the cost differences between buying a phone outright and leasing and determine that the latter is less expensive. Before signing a smartphone lease, be sure to read through the details carefully to understand what you'll pay and what your options are once the lease term expires. Okay, and I think we're going to do one more example. I've lost a lot of you here, but that's okay. My mom's still watching. Most major carriers offer a free phone, but you have to stay with that carrier for a set number of months or pay the full market value of the phone. Yeah, so we're going to do a little math example. I think this phone was $1,000. That's what we're going to say. And then I've had it for 3 years. Oops, not times, divided by 36. So that would have meant that my phone cost an average of $27.77 a month. And I feel like it would have been more than that to lease it. So and then let's see if I bet this is going to persuade me to keep it another year. Okay. So 1,000 divided by 48, that would be how many months are in 4 years. That would make the phone $20.83. So the longer you keep your phone, and if I keep it for 6 years, which that's possible. I don't know if I will, but okay, so 1,000 we'll divide it by 6. It's 166.666, and then divide that by 12. That would make this phone just $13.89. So that's how much that would cost if I kept the phone for 6 years and the phone was only $1,000. So the longer you keep a phone, the lower your monthly cost is. But if you're leasing and they're making you renew the lease, that's where I'm not sure it makes financial sense. All right, guys, I know that did you guys want to see inside the closet? I bet you do, huh, Mom? Let's open this closet door. Okay, so here's my loose list of things that I need to get done before my mom moves in. We do need to, I don't remember what example that was. Okay. Oh, here's a better eraser. We need to clean out that closet. Oh dear. That didn't work at all. Oh, but look at this nice clean side over here. Okay. So 1, clean out shed. Clean shed. This is in preparation for my mom to move in. 2, clean out little closet. That's this one. This is the little closet. Little closet. And Mom, I know that you said that maybe I don't have to, but I don't want to come in your room every day. You were saying you wanted your privacy. So let's try and have some separation. 3, get rid of clothes that don't fit. Oops. Pen's out of ink. Get rid of clothes that don't fit. And 4, sell some things on eBay. Okay, so we're going to open this closet so you guys can see what kind of mess we're working with. Also, on this shelf that I'm blocking, there's a whole bottom shelf there with nothing on it. And the plant normally sits there. Okay. second. I just knocked something off the desk, but that's okay. We're going to open the closet door so that you guys can see what's on the to-do list. And then, well, you can't really see because this is in the way, but I guess that's good. But yeah, there's some boxes, some luggage, some toys, some winter coats. Yep, that dress that's there. So we got to clean that out. And that's full from the bottom all the way to the top. Uh-oh. It'll be fine. Sheesh. So all that stuff needs to go to the shed. Some of it needs to get sold. Okay. All right. Does anybody have... Let me see if I can find one more article on cell phones because I'm just curious about that. Compare cellular. Now, what did you just tell me? Hold on. You said consumer cellular. Let's look at consumer cellular. There's this one called Compare Cellular. Cell phone financing, Money Genius. Somebody made a whole video on it. I should also make that video. Okay. Hold on. Consumer cellular. Is that what you said it's called? All right. Oh, yep. Phones for seniors. And a lot of this, do you get $75 cash back? You guys know I like Rakuten, and it's saying that you can get $75. So we're going to hide for now. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Get 2 lines of unlimited for just $30 each. iPhone 16 Pro Max. Hello, Apple Intelligence. All new Iris Ally, your medical alert device. Mom, I think we need one of those. Okay. Developed to provide one-touch 24/7 emergency response, fall detection, GPS location tracking, and 2-way communication at up to half the cost of our competitors. I want my mom to have a little fall chain. Okay. The iPhone 16 is coming soon. Bunch of 5-star reviews. 100% US-based award-winning customer support. Need an excuse to switch? We've got plenty. Nationwide 5G. Data plans more flexible than you. Grow as you go. Find extra savings. Reimagine what's possible. Unlimited for $255 a month for AARP members. Let's see here. Is this cheaper than my Mint Mobile? So this says unlimited, because my mom and she could get AARP. Do you have to pay to be AARP? We're going to look at AARP in a second. Awarded by JD Power 17 times in a row. Consumer Cellular has been ranked number 1 in customer service among wireless value MVNOs 17 times in a row. I don't know what an MVNO is, but okay. Plans. Let's look at plans real quick. Make the switch today for no long-term contracts. How many phones? Price below includes unlimited talk and text. See, I like this one, the $50 one probably. Let's just say, yes, I'm an AARP member. Let's see if it changes those rates. Yeah, it did, $47.50. Okay, let's see if it costs to join the AARP. Sorry, I get sidetracked. AARP membership. Oh dear, it's gonna feed me ads for this now for like literally the rest of my life. Okay, let's see here. AARP membership. Oh look, Rakuten even has like you can get $20 back off your AARP membership. It looks like. So You guys, for those of you who don't know, Rakuten's like this extension, this plug-in, right? I don't know what they mean by plug-in. I don't like literally have to have anything plugged in. Also, I bought it. I think you have to choose, but like, did you guys just see the Rakuten offer was $20 cash back? The Ibotta offer is $15 cash back. Okay. Join AARP today for instant benefits with membership. Join for $12 for your first year when you enroll in automatic renewal. Free subscription to the AARP, the magazine, access to discounts on groceries, meal delivery, and online gift retailers. Members earn 50% more points in AARP's rewards program. Members save up to $120 per year on phone service and up to $450 per year at restaurants. AARP Skills Builder for work, AARP Staying Sharp, National Hearing Test. Okay. Maybe we should see what the Rakuten offer is. Should we? Get a second household member for free. Share the benefits of membership with a member of your household at no additional cost. They're also able to receive their own membership card, which will automatically send them to your account. Add a member online today. 15K membership match. Enter for a chance to win $15K and a gift card up to $500. Don't delay. Enter before August 31st. Refer a friend. You get 3 months free. Explore the benefits. Let's explore them now. Maybe not. And all that jazz. Movies for grown-ups. It's interesting. All right. Is AARP worth it? Maybe that's what I need to search. I wanted to go to Rakuten really quickly. Oh, $7.64. I think there should be something else coming. I've made $146.06 on Rakuten, but let's see what their AARP special is. Come on. Up to $20 online. Sign up to save 25%. Pay $12 for your first year. Plus get a free gift. Choose your free gift up to $20. Okay, cash back terms and exclusions. $20 cash back on a 5-year term. Cash back is and $6 back on a 1-year term. So that would mean using coupon codes that are not listed on Rakuten may avoid cash back. To be safe, stick to codes provided by Rakuten. Okay, so you get $20 off of a 5-year membership. Okay, it's now activated. Ooh, and you could get a 6-port power and USB charging donut or an insulated trunk organizer. That's what you could get. But how much is the 5-year plan? I don't know. Somehow I lost it. 1 year, 3 years, 5 years. So 5 years, but 63 minus 20 would be $43. Anyway, okay. I was just curious. Oops. Oh, I didn't share this tab instead. All right. Is it worth it to join AARP? Do we think? So, ready for the world. Are you a member of AARP? Do you find that it's worth the membership fees? And of course, I would be getting that $63 one and then getting it, getting the $20 off that. So that would make it 43. 43 divided by 5. I would make it $8.60 per year. Are you getting $8.60 per year value out of AARP? That's what I'm wondering. Okay. Save on prescriptions. Here are a few of your AARP membership benefits. Travel planning. insider tips, destination guides, and exclusive discounts on hotels, car rentals, and more. Discounts at restaurants, fraud prevention, watchdog alerts, advocacy, a committed advocate for important issues like Social Security and Medicare, plus choose automatic renewal today. What kind of, I don't know. The thing is, you have to remember to use these to make it worthwhile. However, Rakuten, guys, is free. Let me see. Let's see what the referral thing is. Get $30. I would get $30. Give a 10% cash back boost. Friends you refer will get an extra 10% cash back on top of your current rates. Anyway, if you guys need to sign up for Rakuten, I'm going to drop that. My mom said she already had it and she felt like it was not worth it. All right. I just dropped my Rakuten in the chat. I save a lot of money with them. I've saved $160 some, it said, and I've only been with them about a year. Let's just real quick. I like to look at what their current offers are. I haven't referred anyone in a while. Okay. I think I referred my mom. Hot deals. 30% off at Urban Outfitters, 6% back at Crocs. I don't need that, but that's a cute little bag. Zales, 2% off. Puma, 3% back. Instacart, if you guys are using Instacart, you can launch it through Rakuten every time. Groupon. I regularly, well, not so much anymore, but like a lot of times when I'm looking for things to do with my mom, I like to look at Groupon first. So basically, I'm never going to advocate spending money. Like I see, what did I just see? Urban Outfitters and Crocs, right? I can see this cute little bag and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. I want that. No, I don't need it though. I need to downsize, not bring more junk into this house. I have plenty of bags that will work just fine. But I do want to make sure that me and my mom have like, an enriched life, that we're going and like doing things and still experiencing things. I don't know what, oh my goodness, there's a lot of things. Okay, we got, yeah. Okay, Groupon. Okay, we got oops. I don't know if it's in here already. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see what we got here. What? Okay, I don't want to sign up for text. All right, things to do. Oh my goodness, I don't know which one. Let's do fun and, okay, there. We've got bowling. We've got George Lopez. We've got Universal Horror Nights, a paint and sip class, street food cinema. We're not going to Phoenix or Tucson, I don't think, anytime soon. My mom and I have done this, I believe, or something very similar to it. The magic of the jack-o'-lanterns. There's a hookah bar on a sunset rooftop with a drink in your purse. I don't know what that is. Dinner theater. And that's in Hawaii. So maybe I do need to tell it that to only do it like locally. But then we have Los Angeles Haunted Hayride. But I don't think we're too old, both of us, for getting into a car like that. But we have the general admission to Natural History Museum. Okay, just for fun. Okay. On Groupon, it's got $17 admission to the Natural History Museum. Let's just see if AARP, Natural History Museum discount. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't type at all today. Okay. AARP admission, $9 for adults. What? Really? Okay. We're on the AARP website. They've got some features, events. Mom could be. That's probably okay. So it gives you some little events. There's the AARP Now app. Ooh, we could download. I do want to make my home safer for my mom. Okay. The museum is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5, Saturdays and Sundays, 10 a.m. to 5. Admission is $9 for adults, $2 for children, and $6.50 for students and seniors. Is that like their regular one, or is that like the actual, like, because why would this be $9? Or is this the AARP rate? Anyway, so that right there would pay for the AARP membership. You know what I mean? Oh, I wasn't sharing that any of that time. Okay, so this is the AARP page for the Natural History Museum, but yeah, I got it. Yeah, on Groupon it was more. All right, somebody texting me? No. All right, anyway, always save the most money you can. I didn't get a really clear answer like I was hoping for on the cell phone issue. I still think it's better to buy it. Let's see what the financing is. Let's one more page. We're going to share one more thing. Let's go to Mint Mobile because that's who I'm with right now. Mint Mobile. And I'm very happy with them, by the way. $15 a month. You cannot beat that. You just can't. So I'm loving them. Okay, we're going to share the screen again. Okay. Yeah. I definitely did do I bundled it with Rakuten. We're going to hide that for now. Get your new customer offer, blah, blah, blah. 2 lines for the price of 1 when you bring your number from AT&T or Verizon. Free line for the first 3 months only. Bring your own everything. Your unlocked device and current phone number are always welcome at Mint. Compare all plans. $15 a month. Mint 55 plus. Still $15 a month. Bring your own phone. Free. The heck? Assistance with canceling your previous carrier. Help bring your current number to Mint and ongoing support. Okay. Why is this like a nutrition fact? That's interesting. Okay. Phones. Buy a new one. All right. This I think is the phone that my friend is looking for. This is $55 a month or 0% APR with a firm. $1,299. I will say if you can get a $0 a month or 0% financing, maybe financing is okay. $50 off select Android phones with any 12-month plan. It shows you which ones. See, I feel like my friend should just do this, but whatever. Also, I am a Apple user. My mom and my best friend are Samsung users. So, Mom, you might be getting the same phone that Chris has because Chris can help you with your phone. Okay, the Apple iPhone 14, $699 or $30 a month. They don't have the 16 on there yet. It doesn't look like. Let's filter by brand. Apple. They only have 2 Apples. which it looks like are the 13 and the 14. Oh, 629. I have the 13. All right. Well, yeah. And then it looks like they have newer Samsung and newer Google phones. So this is the one that Chris wants, Mom. The Samsung S24 Ultra for $1,299. Anyway, so yeah, it doesn't necessarily look like it's that much cheaper. All right, you guys. Anyway, I was just kind of curious about that. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and head out. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Thank you so much for watching Shelly's Millions, and I'll see you next time.